I'm not angel of respect. No, it's the train of thought for me. What the hell is wrong with people now? No, it's really the train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. No, it really ain't, and that's okay. God damn it, you ain't gotta spend no motherfucking spell work over here, bitch, because you lack of confidence within you. No, it really been a straight over me. How bitches with a low IQ score don't matter they fucking tax by the end of the day, because if common sense actually makes sense in the day, you will love yourself, and you wouldn't be hating on the next person at the end of the day. No, it's really straight gonna be all the next man. And especially when you say you're not a girl's or a dude's dude or whatever the case may be, listen, you should be loving yourself. All that energy projected on an innocent person, what the fuck is wrong with people? I would never. No, for real, for real. I would never have the mindset of having jealousy and hate within me to project sport on an innocent person who truly got potential when they mind their business. No, for real. They just are their own lane. All right, they talk a little loud or whatever the case may be, but they not hurting nobody, let them their goddamn self. No, it's a train of thought for me. You know, neighbor, my content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. It's no reason for you to watch me, disturb your own fucking peace and talk about me like a bad habit to project spur towards me, send me the evil eye and shit. No, it's the trait don't be, the doctor still didn't figure out your fucking verse psychology mind games. Why the fuck would you hurt yourself? No, it's really trait though for me. Because my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. And I say that respectfully. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I say this respectfully. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. They took your kindness for weeks. They tried to shortchange you out of your blessings, but God was showing you the redirection. And hold on one second, He was truly worthy. Acknowledge yourself. When they try to get you locked up, put you in the cycle, allowing your name to blackmail you. You stand before yourself that they understand your confidence. You wasn't doing it for likes. If you was on cloud chase, we auto-operate the same. Overcoming pain, being patient with time and day, dealing with pain today. They would never understand your mental health. Now, hold on one second. You never looked at your neighbor like competition because you was never competing. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No, entertainment only, what the hell is wrong with people? No, for real, for real. Entertainment purposes only. I never understood this weird-ass, one-sided-ass conversation that folks be trying to have with you when you're passing them in your reality today. No, entertainment only, what the fuck is wrong with people? You always mind your business, decide to move on with your life. You probably in another situation. You got married. You know things are starting to work out for you or whatever the case may be. The love of your life is treating you right. All along, you just loving you. No, ain't a change over me. I never understood this one-sided ass conversation. How a motherfucker would read right with their whole train of thought, right? And they say to themselves, God damn, I don't want a good person to love you. No, that's what they thought for me. When a motherfucker realizes at the end of the day, they can't disrespect you anymore. They can't walk over you no more. They can't do what they used to do anymore. They start to realize that, hold on one second, I don't want a good person loving you. So being that I don't want a good person loving you, I'm going to fucking make your life miserable. No, people really weird as fuck. I never understood this verse psychology mind today. Because you want to get physical with somebody or disrespect somebody out loud and proud at the end of the day. And the fact that they're a good person, you don't want someone to love them properly because you projected your own fucking pain. Make it make sense, you fucking weirdo. What the fuck is wrong with people? I never understood this bullshit. How when someone good comes into your life, all you want to do is play these verse psychology mind games at the end of the day. You want to project lust. Oh, you're not ready for real love. Only about the whole one second love. You couldn't even keep it fucking real with yourself. What the fuck is wrong with people? I never understood this weird shit. No, for real, for real. How you get a good person or whatever case it be? You get a good person and don't even know how to value their time and day. And long as you realize that, hold on one second, someone's observing you within observing you, and you realize that, hold on one second, how am I going to waste another day or time with you? Hello, no more excuses. I understand my boundaries when it comes to my growth. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. When a motherfucker walk away, now you got this, now you want to play the pity card. You want to have the sympathy party, whatever the case be. Bitch, you need a doctor. That's what the fuck you need. And a straight body jacket. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, it's when you literally take no for me. How you act like you were so in love with somebody, but you didn't show up. How you act like you were so in love with somebody, but you wanted to manipulate them. You wanted to have third-party conversations about the innocent person that truly knew how to meet you halfway, whatever the case may be. And you took on like a bad habit, telling them, yeah, this person too good for me. I'ma just use them, abuse them, disrespect them, or whatever the case may be. They gonna continue to chase after me. No more chasing, bitch. When someone says bye, bitch, bye. No, for real, for real. I never understood this shit. When someone don't spin a block on your ass no more, now it's they the problem. How they fucking become the fucking problem, you jackass? Now you disturb your own goddamn peace. Now find that shit. No, for real, for real. I never understood this. Bitch, your light bulb not working up there. Oh, the ibuprofen ain't working either. No, for real, because you gave your own self a fucking conscience. Huh? A headache? What the fuck? I don't know if you coming and going, I want my baby back, please. That wasn't your baby from the beginning. What the fuck? That's also what you was doing behind closed doors. You even know how to value their time and day. No, for real. I never understood these verse psychology mind games in the day. How someone could walk into your life, right? And they can have the most beautiful heart. Genuine, kind. It don't matter about their upbringing at the end of the day. They knew how to value your time. No, it's a train of thought for me. No, for real. They know how to value your time. And only for you to do is to waste someone's time and day, and then you have so much excuses when someone is being loved properly by somebody else and not you. Now you want to play the mind manipulation games. I love you. Fuck you. No, that's for you to train of thought for me. I hope you find peace in your own lane somewhere else, you son of a bitch. No, for real. I never understood this weird shit. How when someone walks into your life, and you big single, whatever the case may be. I never understood this trauma bonding shit. Like a motherfucker would be like so into God. Yeah, God is God, Dad. Shut your ass up. They be sitting there taking notes of your gospel songs you listen to, what scripts you done read today and all that. In the background, they be like, I can't stand this son of a bitch. I can't stand. Why the fuck you too good to be motherfucking true? Why you can't have an error? No, that's changed over me how motherfuckers be digging at the end of the day. I'm trying to be good to you. Something that you're not used to, you weird ass bitch. I never understood this. There's no need to try to talk to somebody and act like you're so invested in God. Because the math ain't gonna make sense. It's not, because in the day, that's not your fucking personality. Only if you decide to say about their fucking pockets or the outside the training throw when it comes to their mental health, because you don't want someone to love them properly. What the fuck is wrong with these miserable fucking people? You know, people be having that mindset in the day. They don't want to be with you, but they don't want somebody else to be with you to love you properly. You know, I think we would never get the proper answer when it comes to that department, when it comes to certain folks' low IQ score. It don't matter what tax bracket they in at the end of the day. When they project and lust on an innocent person who didn't sign up for their one-sided competition mindset. No, bitch, because what the fuck was you competing for at the end of the day? No, for real. What's wrong with people? My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's no need to send an evil lie with your thirsty lies. One-sided conversation was truly pointless at the end of the day, putting me in competition when I was never competing. Folks be swearing you talking about them like a bad habit when you call certain folks out the end of the day. Damn, I ain't put a name in your book, but goddamn, your description truly fell when your mask fell off that day. How you shortchanged yourself or your own blessing when you could have loved yourself. How you looked at me like competition when I was never competing. It'd be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens when you try to elevate. How this type of stuff actually happens when you choose yourself. Certain folks want to project a mindset. They want you to be mentally unstable. How certain people project a mindset, how they don't want you to elevate, to understand your faith. But that was never their timing, because you was on God's time. When you don't worship the devil, the energy is different, because God was never for sale. When you understood your existence to truly go within, when God brought you balance that day. They had to hack your devices right to left. They wanted you to catch a case so you could be redirected to not loving yourself. They wanted you to get locked up, put you in this psych ward, allowing them to blackmail you, all because you truly had potential and you wasn't really the issue at the end of the day. Now you dead ass wrong because you speaking up for yourself. Now they got so much to say how you was snitched, but that was never the case. Hold on one second. Your heavenly mother and father was watching over you this whole entire time. Not one lie was told, and you didn't have to get physical. How this type of stuff actually happens. My content is not for everybody. How they gang stalk you right to left, hack your devices, project spoke on you in a toxic way, try to destiny swipe with you, but it was an epic failure. They continue to sit there and take notes. They try to be like it, but they can't level up to the God's potential that was endowed within you. Understand your trust, that how long said you wasn't never having trust issues, because God showed you balance when God never left your side. They would never understand how God allows you to create the goal within. That energy is different. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. They said you at Kenya Corner, you ain't nobody. They said you at Kenya Corner, you ain't nobody. But hold on one second, neighbor. You was truly the one for God's favor. That energy is different. You was on God's timing. That phone call hit different. You wasn't trying to hurt your neighbor. You knew how to respect your neighbor. They had to pull a card on you just to reject you at the end of the day. Or because you was truly protected. Say they wanted to paint you out to be the villain when you wasn't trying to catch a case. They didn't understand how you overcame that storm when they was projecting spoke at you in a toxic way. They wanted you to become your worst enemy. Is it working today? I'm energy harvesting off your energy. How this type of stuff actually happens. How folks would try to antagonize you, try to paint you out to be the villain of someone else's story, one-sided. Whole of lies and the manipulation that they told, all because you was truly keeping it real. Hold on one second. You were supposed to be misunderstood by self-love, but God shows you acknowledge that, hold on one second, he was worthy of choosing yourself. Being pointed in a direction he would never understand what you overcame when it came to that last testimony that day. Healing, trauma, and pain, it wasn't a race because you was never in competition, let alone competing with your neighbor that day. Healing, trauma, and pain from childhood point of view, it went into your adulthood. You wasn't wearing the mask because you was being your authentic self, something that folks couldn't relate to. The energy is different when you choose yourself not to overlook you. They would never understand the light that God installed within you. God is not for sale. When you worship the devil, they would never understand how God fixes your crown. It was one day at a time, adjusting the pain, understanding what you overcame when it came to time and day. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. How folks be trying to play with your mental health, trying to shortchange when you have to get physical. The gang stalking was real, projecting spoke in a toxic way to make you mentally ill. They try to lie on your name to get you locked up, put you in a sideboard, hacking your devices, acting like you bugged out and you crazy, but you saw what happened that day when you went within it. Hold on one second. I know I ain't bugging because God gave you a stable mindset. I got good days and bad days, dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD. They would never understand I have to get physical. Never allow someone to project fear in you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. Even when they try to say they're going to get you locked up, put you in the sideboard. Even when they say that they're going to make you homeless and they're going to make sure they do it personally. It be the training thought for me. How folks will try to take everything out of your pockets when it comes to a dollar. But hold on one second. God gave you stability when it comes to your mental health. And hold on one second. That's what they try to shortchange you. Have confusion, chaos, and confusion, spell work being projected on you. But God was still restoring you. They would never understand how they fuck with the wrong child of God, the real chosen one, the real divine one. Hold on one second. We all don't operate the same when it comes to overcoming fucking pain. The energy is different. Gravity, who would have knew? Caught your blessing, it was truly was you. Caught your blessing, it was truly was you. The gift from God. They would never understand how God unwrapped you. Always be yourself when someone makes you feel like you're supposed to live in fear. They said that you don't have potential, but you truly wasn't the issue. Lack of self-love, only to find balance to be restored for all the right reasons. How you doing, love? When the right people actually acknowledge you, they don't have to hate or overlook you. They don't look at you like competition because you truly wasn't the issue. Regardless of what they're going through mentally, they still know how to respect their neighbor. No sneak this, no blackmailing at the end of the day. Hold on one second. Congratulations, neighbor. I actually mean what I said when I went within. I wasn't wasting my breath when I acknowledged you that day. How folks are trying to pull a card on you to disrespect you, allow to see you frown, trying to tell you every move. But hold on one second. God saw everything when everybody was doing when folks try to get physical. It be a train of thought for me. Verbally, physically, emotionally. Damn, the verbs was truly being real that day. But folks forgot to keep it real to go within understanding mental health. I ain't got to make sense to you because you're truly not for me. Because the right people going to actually show up for me to respect me. The energy is different. When God allows you to be patient with time and day, they would never understand the gift from God when you pray, but go within asking Heavenly Mother and Father to show your enemy, let alone the devil, to truly protect you because you truly wasn't the issue. How folks look at you like competition when you was never competing because you was never in the Olympics. It be a train of thought for me. Better. No, for real, for real. Goddamn, that was a home fucking run. And you was truly the win for yourself. Being misunderstood by folks because you love yourself, being authentic, truly brought folks to their mental health. They forgot to go within and understand, adjusting the mindset to hold on one second, they need to better themselves. They try to project the mindset on you that you truly wasn't, or because you truly had potential and you wasn't the issue. It be the train of thought for me, how folks be trying to sign you up for shit that you never signed up for. It be the train of thought for me, you wasn't running for your past. You acknowledge what you've been through and you overcame what you've been through. Because you're still being patient with time and day. You know that healing process, it will allow you to see that you understood your mistakes. Because the healing journey will always be forever. But when God truly shows you that God truly acknowledges, they would never understand. Hold on one second. I understood the weather. Always be yourself when someone doesn't see potential within you. They could call you whack and corny all day long. But the real people at the end of the day, truly for you, they ain't got to play with spoken in a toxic way. They ain't got an energy harvest off your energy. They ain't got a destiny swipe with you. They ain't got to gang stalk you. They don't gotta look at you having a mindset, having jealousy and envy towards you. Good day, bad day, any misunderstanding. That energy is different. We all don't operate the same. Overcoming pain. I understood. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, you've been out of girls, dudes, dude, but hold on 1 second. If I ever had that mindset at the end of the day, which I don't, I would never look at my neighbor to ruin their reputation. It'd be the train of thought for me. All right, you're not a girls, dudes, dudes. So stay in your lane and you don't have to get physical to try to kick someone down. You taking all that energy and projecting on an innocent person because they, hold on 1 second, you truly see they got potential. When they wasn't trying to take your spot, when God acknowledged it, hold on 1 second, they understood they lane, that hold on 1 second, everybody's elevation looks different. We was never in competition. No, it's the truth, only always be yourself, but no molested charge. How they would try to shadow ban you, dig up your past and try to humiliate you, doing humiliation rituals. Got the next door neighbor in different area codes telling your point of view. You know, saying what you wearing, how you doing today, what you got going on, what store did you go into today, how this type of stuff actually happened to us innocent people. Damn, you didn't have to do nothing to nobody for someone to shortchange out your mental health, trying to paint you out to be crazy, but you truly wasn't slow because your heavenly father, mother, and God. So when that fool picked up the phone, like, yeah, they just came into the store today. It's a train of thought for me. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear. And I say that respectfully because my content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. I love love. Yeah. Love is real. Love is one of a kind. It was that energy. Hold on 1 second. I was truly in my lane that day. Who would have knew that someone walked by me to actually acknowledge me that day in the most healthiest way, an even exchange. Didn't have to project pain. Both people overcoming storms. Hold on 1 second. Understanding their faith. How God works in mysterious ways. We didn't have to worship the devil. That energy is different. We may pray differently, but hold on 1 second. I'm here to protect you. I'm not to mislead you with pain. I understood what you overcame. I wouldn't be able to walk a day and get shoes, but I understood that, hold on 1 second. God allowed me to make you feel like you're supposed to truly be comfortable in the right person's arms. That energy is different. When someone brings peace into your life and they wasn't trying to do you wrong. Someone bringing peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just because moments. Hold on 1 second. It was never competition because you was never competing. When you're passing over your reality, but never understand it. Hold on 1 second. God allowed you to understand and receive it that day. God closed certain doors in your life. Better days ahead. Who would have knew the love of your life be by your side? And they wasn't trying to dim your light. They was trying to show you it was okay to be your authentic self, emotionally available. Who would have knew the love of your life would have showed up for you? How God works in mysterious ways. You have to get physical. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years. True love was truly real. Who would have knew healthy habits would have became a dream come true? Healthy memories. Who would have knew that truly brought you balance to acknowledge yourself when it comes to your worth? Overcoming so many storms when you least expect it, only for the love of your life not to do you wrong. Someone got common sense, mentally stable, emotionally available, financially stable. Y'all both was on the same page with no hidden agendas. You gained a lover, a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Who would have knew that the love of your life would have truly chose you? Now, as the truth of me, I gotta go. They say sometimes in life opposites attract. Someone mature, who would have knew they wasn't acting their shoe side, they was acting their body weight. That energy is different. Elevation looks good on you today when it comes to confidence. They would never understand the storm that you overcame while you stand before yourself today, and when God truly showed you your faith that you was truly worthy, and you was never in competition competing with your neighbor. When they had the mindset, hater, oh, damn. But they forgot to remove their mask and keep it real. They wanted to dim your light when it came to pain that day. You wasn't wrong for speaking up for yourself when they had ill intentions. Who would have known? You overcame that storm that day when they said that you wasn't going to become the best self-vision of yourself. That elevation is different when you understand growth to better yourself. I'm not your genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear. And I say that respectfully. Never not one time did I have to say anybody's name because they disrespected me. Never not one time did I have to say anybody's name when they threw sport at me in a toxic way. Never not one time did I have to say anybody's name when they tried to rob me. Did I never have to one time say when someone tried to psych me on my mental health when they gang stalked me. I never had to say somebody's name when they tried to get me locked up and put me in a psych ward. I never had to say somebody's name But it's kind of funny how folks' masks fall off, and God truly showed me I didn't need them. I didn't need more clarity than I thought, because the mask was truly revealed when folks truly show who they truly are. God damn, you try to make me mentally ill. You said I was crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded, but it took a whole community to go up against one person to project spell work in a toxic way to make someone feel like they're supposed to catch a case when an innocent person was speaking up for themselves and they had ill intentions. All they was doing was truly keeping the real. How you try to shadow ban someone's channel, how you try to shadow ban someone when it comes to the reality world. You know, you had to antagonize somebody to get out of character, so you had to pay that person so someone could dim their own light so they won't go within, so you could paint them out to be crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. Or you had to dig up their past to try to humiliate them, only as the hold on 1 second. Unconditional love can truly last. Something that you're not released to, something that you're not used to or can relate to. But I ain't have to disrespect you. Never, not one time that I had to get physical. It be the train of thought for me how fools put you in competition when you was never competing, all because you acknowledged your neighbor that day. I respect you. Congratulations. I hope you become your best self vision of yourself. Don't ever dim your light. And I say that respectfully because God works in mysterious ways. But I realize at the end of the day, we all don't pray the same. How folks will sit there and try to bond you, act like they're so invested in God, time and day. Only realize they relapse to realize that, hold on 1 second, we all don't pray the same. It be the train of thought for me, regardless to who you pray to. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor to stay in my lane, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And I say that respectfully. It be the train of thought for me how folks will try to ruin your reputation, how they will gang up with a group of people to take one person down, one person. And this innocent person didn't have to do it for likes and views or cloud chasing, because they was actually going through the verbal abuse. They was going through the physical abuse of being gang stalked, of being lied on and blackmailed by a community. Someone projecting spell because of jealousy and envy and hate. Someone didn't want to do their job that day. Hold on 1 second. It wasn't the innocent person's fault because someone made a mistake. They decided to pick and bully who they wanted to that day. They pointed out a child of God, the real chosen one, the real divine one. Hold on 1 second. That heavenly mother and father, God was never removing their hands off of them. When they said they was keeping it running, you had to wear a mask, that ain't just different. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. True love is not supposed to hurt. It's not. And true love is not supposed to have a hand problem. True love is not manipulation. True love is not lust. True love is not sex somebody thought parts they free in their pockets so they eyesight. True love is not trauma bonding someone and acting like you're invested in someone's time and day. And I say that respectfully. One thing I don't do is run from my past. We all don't operate the same. I'm far from a head. That shit don't run through my vein. When I speak about my heavenly mother and father, God, I don't mean no disrespect, neighbor, but hold on 1 second. You're truly not for me if you got to go against me at the end of the day when I'm in my own lane. I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day when you try to ruin my reputation. I don't even know who's truly watching me at the end of the day, but folks be swearing you took me like a bad habit. Goddamn, why you even watching me? It be the train of thought for me. How folks be like, yeah, did you see what they said about me? Bitch, nobody said your fucking name. Why are you watching me for anyway? You don't even fucking like me. What happened? Because my content ain't for everybody. It be the train of thought for me how folks be reacting to be one-sided. Because someone truly got potential. So you want to dim their light. And they didn't have to get physical, let them disrespect you not one time. My content is not for everyone. And when it comes to my creativity, I do not work with anybody. And I never did. My heavenly mother and father gives me my creativity ideas, and I say that respectfully. And one thing I don't have to do is lie to get physical or disrespectful. I don't hack people's devices. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. I don't energy harvest store people's energy. I don't destiny swipe with people because I got my own blueprint, my authenticity. Being my own self at the end of the day made you truly uncomfortable, bent out of shape, not understanding your sight and day. Only because the doctor couldn't understand and reevaluate you. Hold on 1 second. What's truly going on with you? You got the mindset of having the hate and envy mindset. Everybody's point of view would never be the same because you was truly the issue. When folks look at your character traits, the hold on 1 second, you mean to tell me you was competing with an innocent person who was truly mind their business? All they did was respect you that day. So you had to blackmail them right to left, to disrespect them out loud, to see them frown. You try to make them mentally unstable, trying to have them homeless. You try to have them homeless. You don't want their financial stability to have a gain. You didn't want them to find love. You wanted them to be in fear. You said that they don't worship God because y'all don't pray the same. It be the training of thought for me how your sight and day really needs to really be reevaluated by someone who truly knows how to bring the best out of you. And that's you choosing you. Staying in your lane. You forgot one department that was loving yourself because you was only projecting your pain. How this type of stuff actually happens. How folks be like they not girls, girls, or dudes, or whatever the case may be, but they abuse themselves when it comes to their own words. When you didn't have to get physical. They look at you like competition when you was never competing. It be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff happens. We may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. We may not pray the same. You're not for me. Stay in your lane. I don't have to sit there and gang up with a group of people to psych you out your free will. I don't have to gang up with a group of people to project spoke in a toxic way or let alone do it on my own. That energy is different when you say that you've grown. It don't matter what your living situation is right now. It's certain folks that's fighting for their life every single day to become their best self vision of themselves, and it started within. The energy is different, regardless if they on Section 8 or not. It be the train of thought for me, or this program or that program, or whatever the case may be. How folks be disrespecting a certain individual. Like, damn, wasn't your man's and someone that you love actually on these type of programs? But what are they doing with themselves? Not everybody sit on their ass. Especially when God gives someone a vision to hold on 1 second, understand that true love can truly last. Better days ahead. How folks will disrespect you because you're trying to understand your mental health to better yourself. Why would you want to be on a job site and you're mentally unstable? Why would you be on a job site and you fading right to left? Why would you be on a job site and you're not okay today? Why would you be on a job site not having to have the mindset and don't having the energy to hold on 1 second? I gotta call out another day. I don't got all the time at the end of the day because all they going to try to do is fire an innocent person who's trying to understand their mental health. Everybody's mindset ain't the same. Everybody's disability or whatever the case may be ain't the same. You can't see what's on someone's inside. It be the train of thought for me how folks be acting like they doctors, but damn, you actually should have went to school for that to understand your mental health. And hold on 1 second, you actually can make some money. No, it's the train of me. Fuck you, motherfucker. I gotta go. How this type of stuff happens. I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding. When you truly not for me, neighbor, you made that left. You're hurting yourself with words. You got folks around you that's making you hurt yourself even more to make you mentally more ill. Because if they knew better, they would do better. Telling you to go right, not left. You asking for guidance at the end of the day, not to hurt yourself, let alone relapse another day when you wasn't doing it for likes and views. That's what you said. Hold on 1 second. I want to bring the best out of me, but I understand my own potential. You come across somebody that actually knew how to respect you. They wasn't trying to take your spot at the end of the day, they just actually acknowledged you. How this type of stuff actually happens. Then you look at someone like competition when they was never competing. Certain folks will swear you talking about like a bad habit, but that was never the case because this type of stuff happens. It doesn't matter how old you are. Being mature, hold on 1 second, act your body, but not just shoe size. We all don't move the same, trying to be comfortable. Overcoming poverty and pain. Everybody's trying to understand their mental health. I'm not trying to be the same. That energy is different. I ain't got to kick my neighbor down. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. I don't work with no third-party conversations when it comes to my creativity. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. I'm not here for you to understand because my content is not for you. And that's okay. So that means there's no need to all the BITCHs. Don't nobody give a F about your opinion at the end of the day. I'm going to continue to disrespect you. But hold on 1 second, you forgot to stay in your own lane. To understand that you could take that same energy and understand your own balance when it comes to common sense to love yourself the right way. Instead of trying to kick someone down to see them frown. Or try to project spoke on an innocent person in a toxic way. All because you don't understand your mental health. I truly hope that you find peace within a better you. It be the train of thought when folks didn't have to get, an innocent person didn't have to get physical. How you trying to antagonize somebody when they wasn't trying to dim your light. And I say this respectfully. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. If someone didn't put a name to your book, the vocabulary didn't make sense. So for your mask to fall off, that means you have to work on something within. And I say that respectfully because never not one time someone made a video and you made an assumption and said they talking about me. If you feel like someone is directing something towards you, as an adult, approach them. That's what adults do. They don't act their shoe size, they act their body weight. If you felt like that, if you felt so insecure, if you felt so bothered by someone and you felt like they was talking about you, address them as an adult. But when someone does not say a name, and this type of stuff goes on every single day in different communities, regardless of one's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age, it should be no reason why you're going back to a group of people and saying, yeah, they're talking about me. It should be no reason why. And then now everybody's gang stalking this person. Now someone is projecting spoke on somebody. Now someone has the mindset of having the evil eye towards somebody. Now someone has the mindset, I'm going to cite this person of their free will on the behalf because someone has low self-esteem issues. They have confidence issues. They forgot to go with it actually mean what they said. They love themselves. Because if you loved yourself at the end of the day, you will have the mindset of that person's content is not for me. And they're not talking about me because I don't have insecurity problems. That energy is different. That means you must have been bothering somebody. You must have been projecting spell work on somebody. You must have been the one that was gang stalking somebody. You must have been the one energy harvesting of someone's energy. You must have been the one taking someone's creativity. You must have been the one that was saying that you don't want someone to be in a healthy relationship. You must have been the one behind the scenes trying to stop someone from their growth or stopping certain people from working with them. It must have been you. Because the person never put your name. Your name never came out their mouth. Never, not one time. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day when they say that you don't have potential. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, because God is not for sale and God has never been for sale. I realize people pick and choose who they want to bully when someone talks about God. We may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. I would never look at my neighbor like competition because I was never competing and I don't have that mindset of having jealousy and hate and envy within me. Regardless to your upbringing, regardless to who didn't love you, regardless to who didn't respect you, regardless of who shortchanged you, who didn't show up for you properly. I don't have that mindset of having jealousy and envy and hate towards me, towards you. Regardless of your tax bracket, I hope that you continue to find peace in your own lane, somewhere else, not over here. When God sends the right people into your life, and I don't mean no disrespect, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They will not try to blackmail you and get you locked up and put you in the sideboard. And especially when you're not trying to hurt yourself or hurt others around you. Or they will not have the mindset of energy harvesting off your energy. They will not have the mindset of gang stalking you. They will not have the mindset of destiny swiping with you. They will not have the mindset of projecting spork towards you. They will not have the mindset of hacking your devices. Because a real person, they no real recognizable. It's the truth on me. We don't fucking think like that. What the fuck? We got better shit to fucking do. What the fuck? No, it's really the truth though for me. We do. An average person, regardless if they're spiritual or not, would not have the mindset and sit there and say, well, I'm going to pick and choose who I want to bully today, and I'm going to hack their devices. The average person with the mindset would not have the mindset and saying, I'm going to gather up a community to go up against one person to psych them out their free will, their eyesight, their pockets, their time, and their day. The average person is not going to have the mindset of projecting sport towards someone because they don't want someone to be in love. The average person would not project sport towards someone because someone actually has a light within them that God endowed within that child of God, that divine one, that real chosen one. They're not going to sit there and stop their growth. You have your own lane, they have their own lane. They just knew how to respect their neighbor. And hold on one second. We all not the same. When the right people walk into your life, you know, they say real, recognizable, but you gotta be careful when you use that word real. It was a definition of overcoming that storm. It was never beef at the end of the day, neighbor. You didn't want me to see me smile, but God actually maintained it. Something that you don't understand was elevation when it comes to grow. Better days ahead. Operating out of overcoming. Hold on one second. I know how it feels to lose me, to find me. I know how it feels to be hurt. Only the ones I had to really trust me. Folks and see my potential, but I had to understand and adjust the mindset at the end of the day I was truly worthy. And everybody not gonna understand you when you being authentic, when you wasn't trying to catch a case. That energy is different. You know, when the right people walk into your life, because every community is truly not for you. And I say that respectfully, they're not. They're not. And that's okay. But respect's a two-way street, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. I don't know what certain individuals dealt with growing up or what trauma gave them a blockage for them to be competing with somebody for the mindset. You pull a card on somebody or whatever the case may be. you pull a card you pull a card on somebody and you tap into someone's contract records, or someone acknowledges you, so you want to tap into their contract records. You want to see how they living situation is. You want to see this. You want to do this. You want to pull a card on them every single day. I never said nobody's name, but this type of stuff happens when someone tries to project pain. They don't want someone to elevate, so they got to project spell work. So hold on one second. I don't want you to be comfortable because I'm not understanding my own light to go within. I don't want folks to see you being your authentic self. I want them to only see me. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. And if you're a mother or a father, and I don't mean no disrespect or not, I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. But being a mother and a father, regardless if your child is spiritual or not, because some kids don't grasp for that, or some kids don't grasp for being talented or gifted in certain things. But for someone to have the mindset as to what you're projecting on an innocent person, why would you want somebody to do that to your children? It be the train of thought for me, and especially when you can't protect them at all times. It really be the train of thought for me. And it's more disgusting to see how not all women and men without kids are the same. Because women and men with no kids, they know how to respect someone's child with no malicious intentions. They know how to not have that mindset of having ill intentions towards that child. They don't have to have the mindset of projecting spell work towards that innocent baby. But then you have people who lack confidence, who have self-esteem issues, who has this mindset of a low IQ score or whatever the hell is going on with them at the end of the day. But they sit there and call you slow, stupid, and retarded. I don't understand it. And they're projecting spell work on innocent children. In regards to how old that child is, that's still somebody's child. It be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. There's nothing cute or funny about it. Because as soon as the same that you're dishing out, and I don't wish no bad on you, when you decide to have kids, I just hope and pray nobody projects that mindset towards you. I hope that you have a healthy baby. I hope that your pregnancy goes a completely 100% good. That the delivery room, everything works out in your favor. But what you're doing to an innocent person, that's not right. Because that's still somebody's child. It be the train of thought for me. And certain individuals don't have the mindset of respecting someone else's child. And how they would group up with mothers and fathers, single people, not all, and they will allow you to believe it's the norm. It's okay to do what you're doing until you're realizing that your baby's under spiritual attack. You're not understanding why you can't fix a situation, why you can't handle this situation, why you can't handle that situation, why everything is falling apart in your life. You're not understanding why is this happening, why is that happening, why is this happening, why is that happening? Because you decided to entertain somebody who didn't care about you. Because someone that cares about you, and I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form, they would never tell you to join a cult to go up against your neighbor. Not all cults are bad, but it be the train of thought for me. When you realize you're going up against somebody that never had to do anything to you. You gain the mindset of being this illusion of having jealousy and hate and envy towards somebody. And then you're like, I don't want someone to elevate faster than me. I haven't found my creativity within me yet. I haven't found my voice yet. I haven't found certain things within me because it's things that I lack and I don't know how to show up for me yet. Because someone don't got no kids. Or because someone does have kids and they know how to hold it down. And they just trying to better themselves to fix their crown. You don't want them to prosper. You don't want them to elevate. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father. I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. And I do not work with third-party conversations. It's only me. And I say that respectfully. I do not work with any third-party conversations. So if I acknowledge you one day, because I came across real women and real men that are mature, regardless if they don't understand God terms, when I acknowledge myself, regardless of how long I knew them or whatever the case may be. If I ever sent them music, if I ever acknowledged one to work with them, they never sat there and had the mindset of trying to blackmail me, use a message that I sent them against me to try to humiliate me, to gain off of me, to try to put me in a situation where my back would be against the wall. They kept pushing with their life. You know, everybody's not the same. It didn't matter about someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. And I say that respectfully. How an adult, regardless of their circumstances, because things happen to people every single day, someone could become homeless. Someone could become sick. Someone loses a loved one. And someone never grew up because of the fact that that loved one always made sure that this person was okay. And they didn't teach them certain tools in life. Everybody's story ain't the same. Or you see how people play with spoken in a toxic way? How they project something on an innocent person. How they have to gather up a group of people. Or they do it on their own. And they do these rituals and these spell works in a demonic way. So someone won't elevate. They don't want someone to go from point A to Z. They don't want someone to become their best self vision of themselves because God gave someone potential. You know, we all may not pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No, it's the truth of me, goddammit. I hope you find peace to your lane. Leave innocent people to goddamn alone. It's the truth for me. God is not for sale, and God has never been for sale. It's sad and disgusting to see how people pick and choose who they want to bully, who they want to kick down because of certain individuals' tax brackets or whatever the case may be, how their pockets is built. To kick somebody down because someone says the word God. But everybody doesn't use the word God the same. And because you see someone's anointing, you see someone's light, you said, you know what? I don't like the fact that you can draw somebody in and you could just be authentic. And you ain't trying hard to be somebody you're truly not. My content is not for everyone. It's not. When the right community shows up for you, they respect you, good day, bad day, and misunderstand day, and they don't have ill intentions towards you. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. And I do not work with nobody when it comes to my creativity. When my Heavenly Mother and Father sends the right people into my life, they will be far from haters. They won't have the mindset of having malicious intentions. The respect will be a two-way street, regardless to the upbringing, regardless to what they've been through and overcoming testimonies, understanding a new chapter. Hold on 1 second, they was running from their past. That energy is different. They wasn't trying to hurt me. They wasn't trying to get physical, disrespectful. They didn't have to project spoken in a toxic way to make me feel like I was supposed to be bent out of shape to catch a case. You know, get me locked up or put me in a sideboard or try to blackmail me. The energy is different when they're not trying to do me wrong. They ain't got to hack my device to blackmail me. They ain't got to act like they truly invested in my time and day. The energy is different. They don't have to destiny swipe with me. They don't have to energy harvest off my energy. Because when my heavenly mother and father brings the right people into my life, that energy is different. Just like you, when the right people come into your life, that mindset, hold on one second, is worthy of understanding growth. It's worthy of acknowledging and loving yourself. It's worthy of knowing that I'm on a journey today where I know that I am worthy of overcoming what I've been through. I'm still being patient with time and day. It's not a race to worry about what someone else got going on in that department. It's no reason to be in competition with someone's trauma and pain. Hold on one second, because we don't operate the same. You dealt with childhood trauma and it went into your adulthood. It made us feel so uncomfortable. They would never understand that. Hold on one second. I'm still being patient with me. I'm being patient with me. I'm being patient with me. I'm healing. I had to remove that mask. I didn't have to get physical. I had certain folks try to dim my light, but I wasn't the issue. God brought me knowledge. God brought me balance. Acknowledged myself that I was truly worthy. I didn't have to have an excuse because I knew how to respect my neighbor. I wasn't running from my past because I understood what I overcame. Time and day would change. Hold on one second. It don't all look the same on everybody. Always be yourself when someone gives up on you or overlooks you during your journey. You are matter. You matter and you are worthy of the right people overflowing your cup as well as you overflowing their cup. When God sends you the right people. It was never competition because we was never competing. I know how to respect my neighbor. When it comes to elevation, it truly looks great when it comes to your confidence today. Being patient with time and day. I'm not your genuine love respect. My content is not for everyone. Have a safe year, day, evening, week. You matter, you're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never get discouraged because someone lacks confidence. They're having self-esteem issues and they're trying to project it on you because you decided to choose you. And in the process of you choosing you, you still knew how to respect somebody. You still knew how to acknowledge somebody. You still knew how to encourage somebody. You still had the mindset that I don't have that jealousy and hate mindset. I hope you better yourself. I want you to become your best self version yourself. You know what, matter of fact, why don't you go and treat yourself into something nice today, neighbor? You know, we all don't operate the same. I ain't have to project pain. You try to kick me down and see me frown. Only was the hold on 1 second. God should allow me to understand what you overcame. I truly hope that you become your best self version of yourself. And I'll be able to actually say that to you, neighbor. Congratulations on choosing you. No, and change don't be. I gotta go. Always be yourself, but now my last sentence. Don't damn me like neighbor. When you truly fall from a hater, it wasn't an excuse to love yourself. They would never understand it. Hold on 1 second. They wanted to see you frown, but God maintained your smile. That balance hits different. Elevation. Can you lived in poverty and pain, but you had to understand your existence. We all don't cry the same, but God truly brought you balance to acknowledge yourself when everybody gave up on you, overlooked you, had to be your biggest cheerleader. Everybody won't be able to walk a day in your shoes, only realize that hold on 1 second. They would never understand your point of view. Why you maintain a smile? Always be yourself. Regardless of who gave up on you, overlooked you, disrespected you. When God closed certain doors in your life, your past can relate to who you are today. The introduction is different. They would swear that you think you're better than somebody, but that was never the case because that's what you wasn't trying to catch. They projected lust. They didn't know how to love you properly. The disrespect was loud. They was hiding behind their hands when it came to spell work, trying to make you mentally ill to see you frown. But God maintained your smile. They tried to get your free will, let on your pockets and your honesty when it came to time and day. But God gave you the knowledge to hold on 1 second. You was worthy. Acknowledge yourself that you was truly worthy. I'm not your genuine respect, and my content is not for everybody. I do not work with any third party. I work by myself, and I say that respectfully. I never worked with anybody, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless to who tried to blackmail me, disrespect me, and said, hey, we had a conversation. We did this, we did that. I work alone, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. She might have well don't damn you like go you neighbor, don't damn you like no and the chance don't be always be yourself, but no but last side Jones. Protect your energy, protect you and your family. Stop the violence. Never give up on yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. The right people will never overlook you. They think for themselves. They would never listen to he say she's the end of the day because certain folks truly had to have that mindset, have it jealousy and envy and hate within them. They don't want certain folks to see your point of view. But when right people walk into your life, they would truly understand you. That is just different. When God sent the right people into your life, your past was your rejection for your protection. Elevation looks different today. They will never understand when you get lost in your words. You wasn't trying to hurt nobody to get physical. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Today is currently May 10th, 2025. Stop the violence. Stay out of trouble. Thank you for your time. I'm Naya G on Love Respect.